Hi there, my name is Eli and welcome back to my channel, Jack Elijah. And today for this video, I have the new Monster High Skulltimate Secrets Neon Frights Frankie Stein doll. That's a mouthful, but I have them. I found them today at Macy's and they were still on sale. I have the receipt. I got them for $25.49 after tax $27.72. I saved $4.50 because of the sale. So pretty cool. They only had Frankie, and I really do want Toralei, but it was a sale, so I was like, let's just get Frankie, test the waters with the series. And I did open it in the car, just like snipped the tape on the side. Here's what it looks like, the packaging. The artwork is gorgeous. And then there's the back. It features artwork of the 4 other ghouls. And yeah, I did open it in the car so I could see it, like just so I could check out Frankie and make sure that I liked the way they looked. Here is the locker, and then you open it to reveal the doll. And yeah, they looked fine. They have some like weird marks that can maybe acetone off on their face, but I thought the inside of their locker was really cool. I did notice an Easter egg for a future doll that was leaked. So there was a leak for like Welcome Committee Frankie. I think for 2024, like spring, I think is what the leak said. And there's a sticky note that says Welcome Committee poster. So that's cool. But yeah, I'm excited about this doll other than the polypropylene hair. I just don't get it. But Frankie themselves, they look pretty cool. I like their makeup. I like the side shave. Oh, these doors are cracking open already. But yeah, I was just stoked to find this in person. Today they did go like live, I think on Amazon. So, you know, if you have been struggling to find them in stores, you can get them on Amazon for $29.99. I think except Ghoulia. I think the running theory right now is that the Ghoulia doll is like a Target exclusive because Cleo from Fear was a Target exclusive. So if that trend sort of follows, we're thinking it's going to be Ghoulia because Ghoulia didn't pop up at Macy's, at Amazon, anywhere else. So yeah, I think that's what the theory is. But other than that, I'm going to open this doll up, see what they're about. And today I'm also going to do a reroot because why not? I had some leftover hair from a previous reroot in nylon, like very, very little of white left and a decent amount of the black. And then I have this blue shade, but I don't think it matches the vibes of like Neon Frights. It's not very neon. It's more pastel. And I used it for Fear Frankie, the one I did, the reroot. So I'm probably not going to include this. But I have this small teensy sample of this like neon yellow in nylon hair. It is literally called Bright Neon Yellow. And I bought this like a long time ago before I even started rerooting because I was trying to like dye Rainbow High Karma Nichols doll, and I wanted to like do like test strands. And this is back when the Doll Planet was still selling like sample sizes of hair for a little bit cheaper. So I bought like a sample size. So I just took like a little bit of a strand out, tested it, whatever, and I've had this just sitting forever. And I never thought I was gonna put it to use, but I think like it could work because you know you kind of have this like neon yellow shade here. That's what I'm going with. So yeah, enough rambling. Let's now turn the camera around and open this up and get this show started. Yeah. Okay, y'all. I am pretty stoked. I'm excited to unbox this Frankie Stein doll. I have everything set up and ready to go. Before we start looking at Frankie's accessories, here is straight out of the coffin what they are looking like. The hair is poly, and I've had a lot of like fallout. Like I like run my hands through the hair, like you see that. Like look at that. I am not even kidding. Like it is just yeah, I don't like it. But of course I knew I wouldn't like it. I know it's polypropylene, but because there was a sale at Macy's, I said it's okay. I'm gonna reroot them. It'll be fine. They have like a similar side shave that we've seen on Ghoul Spirit, except Ghoul Spirit had like a lavender purple side shave. This is like a neon hot pink. And then I love their makeup. And then you can see closer the smudges I was talking about, like a smudge right there, a smudge right there. I'm hoping with some acetone I can take that off. But other than that, like the makeup is pretty symmetrical. I like how the eyebrow piercing is hot pink as well. Yeah, I think this makeup is really fun. It fits Neon Frights. I think it's not as like inventive as some of the other dolls. Like I think Toralai's like flame makeup is really cool, and like Gulia's like kind of like checkerboard makeup is nice, but it still looks good. And then this is the default first outfit: the boots, the shorts, the harness, and then like this t-shirt. So yeah, that's what we're working with for now. And let's get into this unboxing process. So there are little directions and like a key. Let's see. It tells you everything. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, but there's everything: the process, the order, dipping it in the water, all that good stuff. The unique illustration that comes on there featuring Frankie. They look pretty cool. Yep. So we're gonna start off with this blue key. I have this little like cup that I got from Disneyland. And yeah, I'm gonna use my comb to like stir it. Oh, there it is. I think they've gotten better at these, like making the paint easier to come off, because the first one, like Skulltimate Secret Series 1, it was just a little bit more difficult to get the paint off. Cool. Okay, now I have to dip my finger in there. Ew. Oh, my whole hand. I should not put so much water in this. I even brought a paper towel because, you know, I don't want to get water everywhere. There's the first key, this cool translucent black key. And then you just stick the key in there. You can use any key. Like, the color really means nothing. It's just like a fun little thing for kids. Or adults, you know, maybe you're an adult and like this. I don't want to assume. You open it up, there's a little surprise in there. I'm doing this one-handed, so I am struggling. Boom. Cool. Okay, let's see what our first door has for us. It is like, I don't even know, this like mustardy yellow with Frankie's heart, some question marks. Yeah. Then we have the main fashion accessories. What is this, like cardboard? Okay, maybe that was to keep the jacket, keep its shape. Off the bat, like, what? Look at this. It's like all bent up. I see the vision with this little hoodie, but I think this fabric like is so just low quality. I don't know. I just wish this piece, being like one of the like core fashion elements, had a little bit of nicer fabric choice. I like the mesh. Like, mesh is nice. It's like so G1 coated, but this coat, I don't know. I'm a little underwhelmed, just like first impressions. Then we also get the secondary skirt. We've seen these sort of skirts a ton in G3. The whole thing Velcros, which, but, and it's also that sort of like shiny, leathery fabric, you know? And look at, just from being packaged, it's already got some like prominent creasing, but it's just like this really cool lightning bolt design with white, black, and then blue and pink. It's nice. It's better than some of the other second outfit pieces, I'll say that, from what I've seen. So yeah. And then we get, just making sure there's everything out. Then we get another t-shirt. I do think these t-shirts are cute, even if they also feel a little bit, you know, just low quality. They have a little print. This is Frankie's pillow from Creepover. That's like interesting. It says Zap. And then in this gray fabric with a serged collar and a blue stitching, some stitching around the tank, and then this bottom piece is just like an unfinished hem, and then it just Velcros in the back. It's fine. I think there's other tops from this like similar design that are cuter. Frankie's is okay. Then we get our next key, and we repeat the process. And you know, you can see like a peek of what the key color is going to be, but it's fine. I mean, I'm glad they made these keys easier, because look at that was in there for like 2 seconds, and I can already see that that is hot pink. Come on, just a little bit more mixing. I like Frankie's color scheme. I'm glad they chose Frankie out of, like, you know, they cut Claudine, unfortunately, because they made room for Twyla, Toralai, and Gulia. But I feel like Frankie's color scheme does fit like neon really well. Just wiping off. Look at the liquid, the paint liquid. Let's wipe that too. Okay, here is the pinky. Oh, wow. That is, oh, there's that. I guess this one didn't go all the way. Let me dip the backside in a little bit more and just swish that color out. But this is a lot easier. Let me tell you, series 1, like, I was like scrubbing those keys like to get that paint off. Okay, here's the second key, second door. I don't know if they always work this easy, like one after the other. And then we have the next baggie. Let's see what's in it. Okay. We get a purse in this super neon yellow. I can see an exclamation point. You can see with the light, some of the glare. The texturing is really cool. I like it. I love this color. This is like what you think of when you think of neon, is like this neon yellow, like highlighter neon yellow. So it fits the theming really well. And we have the necklace. It is a lightning bolt like choker. And I think those look like nuts. Is that, or bolts, nuts? One of those two. But I like it. I know this piece right here, the necklace, the purse, and the boots are all the glow-in-the-dark features. They're all in that same translucent plastic. And that's going to be the same across all 5 dolls. I know that much at least. And then the last thing in this bag are the earrings. Let's see. Still have some paint on me. Ignore that. It has a skullet stud with like 2 chain links. This would definitely look really cute with some silver paint. Okay. And then, did I get a key in that bag, or am I like tripping? Aren't I supposed to get a key? Oh, I did. It fell. Okay. Here it is. Next key. I don't, I have to say, I think, I don't know. I'm a little Skulltimate secrets out. Like, I have so many of these little lockers, coffin things, because I got an extra Draculaura from Series 1, and I got an extra Laguna from Series 2. So in total, I have 12 of these. Now with Frankie, makes it 13. And if I get the rest of Neon Frights, that's going to be 17 lockers. Like, what do I do with 17 of these lockers? That's a little much, Okay. Let me do more swishing in there. This water is like a milky blue color. Okay. Dry it off. That one was pretty good. Got most of it out. And then we have a blue one. Well, it's going from top to bottom. Pretty simple. Easy. What is next? Cool. Here's the next one. We get the last key that does not need to be dunked because, like, what could it be? It's the last door. And then it matches the key ring. I love this neon color. I wonder if these glow because they're in the same looking material. I doubt it, but. And then I see some shoes. Okay, that was literally a key ring, and the second pair of shoes. And I do like these shoes. They are like platform. They look like they're meant to mimic like Vans. But I think they definitely need like a sock or like a leg warmer for them to be cute. Because like just plain, I'm not really vibing. So we'll see if I can restyle them and make them look nice. But I don't hate them. They're cool. This is more of like a houndstooth than like a checkerboard. So yeah, they're nice. And then we don't need a key to do the little color reveal gimmick because our last key, we know the color. And the door's already open, so whatever. I'm just trying to pull it out without knocking Frankie down. Cool. Last bag. And we're dealing with accessories. Okay. I don't know why this is wrapped in plastic. And it's also taped. But it is. And we have a laptop. It says Voltageous. I love the peace sign hand. Really, really cute. Look at that. Oh, are they doing like a little pinky promise? Whose hand is that? Cleo, maybe? Ah, I love that. And then there's the laptop. Frankie's watching GhoulTube, looking up some hairstyles. You can see that is their hairstyle currently, and then that's their like G1 throwback. So that's kind of cool. Monsters, they're just like us. They watch GhoulTube too. I think paint details here would have been nice, but it's fine. Oops. And then we have the hairdryer. We also had this with Amped Up Frankie, except this one is a really cool translucent blue. Love clear plastic. It's just, I don't know, I love it. Then we have pizza chips. I guess Frankie likes pizza. I know that was a thing, but we've seen, I thought, okay, this is confusing because I thought they called it Screechza, right? And now it's like, is it pizza or is it Screechza? Like, what is it? And then the last accessory is like a little, is this a shaver? Is that what you call it? Shave and Frankie's hair with them, I guess. I don't know. They're interesting accessories. But yeah, that is the unboxing process for Skulltimate Secrets, sort of what it looks like. A lot of people don't like the little key gimmick. It's not my favorite either, but I do like to do the keys because, I don't know, I just want to get the paint off of them. And it was relatively easy to do, so that was nice. Now I'm going to put together, bring in my extra Frankie I have to model the second look and try to come up with a combination that I like before I move on to the reroot process. Okay, so for whatever reason, the audio for this clip did not record, and it's a bit of a long clip, but I'm going to do my best to do a voiceover, and I think I'll do my, I think I can remember most of it, I hope. So yeah, let's see how I do. But here are the two outfits that I restyled. Left is a budget doll, the Ghouls Day Out Frankie, gave them the harness there, and then on the right is the Neon Frights Frankie, and that is their final look. They have a lot more of the neon yellow, whereas the Frankie on the left is rocking more of the pinks and blues. But overall, I think they still look really nice, given what I had to work with. And then here I am showing off the hoodie. I do think it looks better on, but I'm still not very like wowed or impressed by the fabric quality. It's just, I don't know, it doesn't feel great texture-wise. It doesn't look great either in person or on camera. The electric bolts are fine, they're cute, the little vinyl pieces, but I don't know. I just think like this piece could have been a little bit better. But I did give this Frankie that little top with the pillow decal. And then here are the boots. I was just showing them a little closer since earlier I just kind of glanced over them. But I do really like them. I like all the details they have. I think there's like a brain print on these boots. It's really hard to tell. But I was like, why would Frankie get brain? Isn't that Ghoulia's thing? But I swear the texture looks like brains. And then I love the stitching on the heels. That was one of my favorite details, as well as the lightning bolt negative space that they did. I really like that. And yeah, of course, these boots would look better with paint detail. But given that they are meant to glow, I can see why Mattel didn't paint them, but eh. And then I do love Frankie's prosthetic leg for Neon Frights. This kind of like matte, almost like opaque blue. It's really cool. I really like it. Don't know the story behind it, but I love it, so that's cool. And then the purse just kind of like sits in their hands very easily. But yeah, the poly, still not a fan of. But overall, I'm happy with like what I was able to create from this look. And yeah, now moving on to this Frankie, the budget Frankie. I kept their little white under t-shirt and then put over the first t-shirt on top of it, and then layered the harness, and then they got the second skirt, like the vinyl skirt, and it's a lot of lightning bolt print, like lightning on lightning on lightning. But I kind of live for it. It just looks so good, and in some weird way it just works. And then there is the detail on the harness in the back. There's a lot of like warning signs, like radioactive warning signs used throughout this doll, the Neon Frights doll. It shows up on the bottom of Frankie's shoes, on the harness, on the purse. So that's like a really common theme or motif that's strung throughout this doll. Then I gave them the choker, the glow-in-the-dark choker, and then the earrings as well. And then I added those little charms that were on the back of the budget doll onto the earrings. Thought they looked kind of good. But yeah, here, I think there I was just talking about the texture on the shirt. It's also not my favorite. It's almost similar to the texture on the yellow hoodie. I just don't like it. I don't know. It's just not a fun or nice texture. And then I kept their purse and the ring. And then I added some of those like mesh socks. I just got them from Amazon uh, to these shoes. I just think it kind of, I don't know, it kind of helps them out a little bit. They look weird without socks. And then, yeah, that's that look. But overall, I think Neon Frights, I was nervous compared to, say, like Iridescent, if I was going to be able to create two cohesive looks. But I think they turned out better than I expected. I don't know why the one on the right, though, Neon Frights, looks so much taller. I don't know if it's the shoes giving them that height, but they look so tall. But yeah, I feel like with Skulltimate Secrets, not just Neon Frights, but even Iridescent and the first series, there's some pieces that are just like stand out. And for this series, it is the boots, the harness, and the hoodie. Like those are like, where a lot of the love and attention went into. So I like to kind of split those pieces between the two dolls so they both feel like, you know, they can stand on their own 2 feet and like have really cool, interesting pieces, and not just that one doll of the two kind of hogs all of those nice pieces. So for Neon Frights, they got the hoodie and the boots. And then for my extra doll that's wearing the spare clothing, they got the harness. But that's about all I had to say about these two. Let's move on to the reroot. Brought my Frankie to Chili's so I can bond with them as I eat my crispers. It doesn't get better than this, does it? So here I am prepping Frankie for the reroot. I start by just cutting off all of the polypropylene hair as short as I can get it. Then I scrape out the plugs with a screwdriver and then just pull it out with some tweezers. That usually takes the longest here in this process, just because I like to make sure that I get all of the hair out. Okay, very quick update. I have now prepped the doll for rerooting. I noticed randomly there was like a couple holes that didn't get plugged properly, so that's interesting. I'll fix that when I reroot. But I was gonna add, dolls like Frankie with a side shave are pretty easy if you're a beginner who's looking to start rerooting, namely because you don't have a part line, you just have like a perimeter, but you don't need to do like a part line. So yeah, pretty easy. Less surface area as well that you need to cover. So just wanted to mention that, but here's what we're working with. I'm not sure what type of pattern I'm going to go in with the hair as far as like the black, white, and yellow colors. I'm just going to, see how I feel. But I just wanted to show Frankie's head off. Also, I want to mention they are the Indonesian variant, so they do look a little bit similar facially to Amped Up Frankie if you've recently gotten Amped Up Frankie. So, yeah. Okay, here I am beginning the actual rerooting process, sticking the hair into the head. Easier said than done, but it really is. It really is. So I'm taking the nylon and separating off sections with my comb, and you get a good idea of like how thick to section off the hair. But nylon also behaves very differently than saran. So I'm doing a little bit thicker than I normally would. Number one, because it's nylon. And number two, because I'm doing the perimeter of the hair. And I want these plugs to be nice and dense because it is the hair that you're going to see from, holding the doll, playing with the doll. The hair that goes on like the inside, that's still important too. But whatever is on the outside that is most visible, you want to make sure that you give it the most love and TLC. And then I take the hair. I do this thing where I kind of check and make sure that they're relatively the same length, because sometimes when you handle the hair, it just kind of shifts. So I check the length, make sure it looks nice and even. And it's not always a perfect process, but I just try my best. And because I'm doing a shorter hair length, I'm going to be cutting this hair in half. And then those halves will be rerooted one at a time into the head. So this is an option if you want a shorter hair length. I have done this before when I've been doing bangs, but I have yet to do it on a doll's entire head. So yeah, I'm curious to see how it turns out. And there you can see I've already done some of that black and neon yellow, and I'm just continuing that pattern. I'm going all the way down near this like pink side shave. I'm doing 6 plugs of black, 6 plugs of neon yellow, 6 plugs of black, and so forth until we get to the very end. And I like to make sure that I'm keeping the hair very tight and taut, so it goes in nicely. And I also really try to like hold the base of the needle, not just the rerooting tool, because I find when I also am really controlling and like the needle going into the head, I can prevent the needle from snapping and breaking. And this is like my 5th reroot now using the same exact needle. So yeah, I just try to be very cautious because I don't like to make new needles. It's not fun to have to like take some tools and snip off the needle. It's just not fun. At least I don't enjoy it. So I just really, really go slow. Slow but fast. You'll figure it out if you do this. But yeah. Also keeping in mind that the hair that you section off, you're going to be folding it half, and it's going to be doubling in density. So you get better with that over time. It is not a perfect science. I'm not sitting there counting and measuring out each hair. It's just a vibe and a feeling until you kind of, get the hang of it. So that's all I can say on that subject. But yeah, this is the whole process. It's just very tedious. Depends how you're going to reroot, what pattern you have for the hair. But other than that, it's relatively simple, I'd say, yeah? Okay, I am back and I'm all done with Frankie's Reroot. It is in a nylon hair. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I have about this much left of like the white shade, so pretty much used it to its last straw. We can't really do much with this anymore. So I'm happy about that. And then this much of the neon and this much of the black. And here is what we are rocking. Lower the light a little bit since it's so bright. There you go. I kind of copied the style that the original Frankie had. But then under here, I just did my own sort of like pattern. And then that same pattern, I followed all the way around to the back. And because it's nylon, it does kind of like, I don't know, it just kind of have like some like puffiness to Frankie's head, but I think it looks really good. I like it a lot. And I gave them a side shave with blue flocking powder. It's a little like the glue got a little chunky in some spots, which I'm not, too happy with, but it's fine, whatever. It looks good to me still. And I left out a negative space lightning bolt just because I didn't have any hot pink flocking powder. This is the flocking powder I use. And look, I got it a long time ago. I think on like Amazon, or I actually don't even know where, to be honest. But it's for like nails. I don't know why you'd want to add like fuzzy flocking powder to your nails, but that's what this was for. And there was only like these 2 shades of pink. There's no hot pink. So I opted for this blue shade because I still wanted their hair to be flocked, but like I said, there was no hot pink. So I think the blue looks good with the like lightning bolt cut out like negative space. And yeah, I trimmed their hair a little bit, but I still feel like I could go shorter. But for now, I'm gonna leave it there and then ruminate and see how I feel. But it looks pretty good. I'm really happy with it. It's a lot nicer hair. It's nylon. So Monster High doesn't normally get nylon hair, so I'm happy with this Frankie. And I did want to bring out Ghoul Spirit Frankie just to compare, since they came similarly with like the similar hairstyle, but in Saran. And then I did give them a flocking too. Theirs looks a lot better than this one, but it's fine. But yeah, this is the Saran. They behave differently, just the different hair properties. Let's see. Not that bad. I was thinking that mine over here with the nylon reroot was like very puffy, but looking at them next to each other, like they look relatively similar. This one is a little longer, so I could cut it shorter, but I don't mind the hair length. And I think Frankie looks really good with the side shave. I kind of like it. So there they are. And yeah, that wraps up this Neon Frights Frankie Stein review and hair reroot. I was, a little hesitant on Neon Frights, But I still think the two main things that I don't like are the polypropylene hair and just the low quality of like the fabric choices for the clothes. But after I have had these two now for a couple nights, couple days, if you will, and I restyled them after my reroot, like I do like Frankie. I think Frankie is one of the stronger dolls from the series. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't think Neon Frights is the best we've seen from Monster High. It's good, but like the faces I think are nice. And conceptually, like I like how high concept the series is, but I just think execution is where they sort of faltered, which is unfortunate, you know? It's unfortunate. Okay, wait, I'm gonna pause and then put the hoodie on and see how that looks. Okay, I am back and I put the hood on Frankie. And you know what? I do like the hood. The hood does make it, and like the earrings even kind of help keep the hood to its shape. And even though I think these little vinyl lightning bolts are just a little bit, I don't know, meh. Like I think design wise, it looked really good on paper, but in real life, it's just like okay. I don't know. It's fine. But I was thinking like maybe the designers thought because these dolls have like hoodies that they could have just given us like low quality hair. But I enjoy this doll so much more now that I've rerouted them and they have nicer quality nylon hair. And I just think they should have had high quality hair from the get go. You know, it shouldn't have to be to this point where like people are having to reroute their dolls to enjoy them. And I still think they're pretty and you can definitely enjoy them with the polypropylene hair. Um, I just have been on a rereading kick, sort of, so I figured, hey, why not? And I'm actually really proud of this reroute because I was just using like scrap hair, like leftover hair from a previous project that I didn't really have any plans for or with. So the fact that I was able to take scrap hair and get this end result, I'm pretty happy with it. And yeah, overall, I do really like Neon Frights. I think it's just sad that the hair overshadows like everything else. And it'd be one thing if it was just the hair, but it's also just like certain fashion pieces, I don't know, seem a little either underwhelming or like low quality. So that's sad. But overall, I do like this series. And I think I did a good job showing the fashion is still very mix and match and very like fun. You can like create something nice with it. You do need like a little bit of help. Like I think this little white under t-shirt definitely pulls everything together. But overall, I'm really happy that I have Neon Frights Frankie. I'm happy that I got them on sale because you know I don't know I don't think I would pay the full 30 for these dolls as they stand. I'm a little lockered out. I think we could do away with the lockers if we see any more series of these, but who knows? I don't know if this is going to be the last Skulltimate Secret series that we see from Monster High in a while. Um, I just really hope we fix the hair. The hair wasn't great in the series from what I've seen. This Frankie just, I did not vibe with that hair. I just could not deal with it. So, yeah. But hey, I want to say, just because I'm here and I'm rebooting my dolls does not mean that that is creates any pressure or obligation for you to do that with yours. I'm just sharing my doll collecting experience. But by all means, if you are content with having, you know, the base dolls with polypropylene hair in your collection and you can find a way to tame the hair and you love them as they are, that is awesome. That is your prerogative and that is your business and you should not feel bad about that. I'm just sharing my experience and, you know, I've been on a rerouting kick and it was fun for me to reroute their hair and kind of share that process and experience with you. So yeah, I just want to add that context because I don't want this to come off in any way like you need to reroute your dolls now, like cut off the poly and give them better hair. Like no, like that is unrealistic for everyone to do. It's just unrealistic, you know. I have the means where I'm at on my collecting journey to accomplish that, but that's just not going to happen for everyone, you know. So yeah, just don't feel that pressure. Do not feel it. You don't have to do that. It's just as a collector, a lot of us are sharing similar experiences of not liking polypropylene hair, and hopefully by sharing those experiences we can slowly change what gets released from Mattel and what gets approved. And it's hard, you know, because here I am like buying a doll that had polypropylene hair, so like here I am, you know, it's a very sticky situation. All that being said, all of that being said, I do really like this Neon Frights Frankie. I think they look good. and I'm happy to display them on my collection. I think restyling them to be like predominantly yellow just works really well. I don't know, I think the pink harness kind of pulled a little bit for me personally. So switching some pieces around, I do really love them. I think the glow features are nice. I do like the glow features. I don't think they're strong enough to like overshadow the other issues that we have going on in this series. So yeah, but I do like this Frankie, and I'm very excited for Torlai and Gulia. So I can't wait for those two. But let me know in the comments down below if you've picked up any Neon Frights. I know since I started filming this video, they were only at Amazon, and I think now they're also available at Target, and so is the Target exclusive Gulia, so we were right on that. But yeah, let me know what you think of my reroot, if you enjoy them. If you don't, let me know too. I'm totally cool with that. But yeah, that's all I have for you today. My name is Eli, and this is my channel, Jack Elijah. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.